Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Oxygen Not Included, where I do worry that we're getting ourselves caught in a little bit of a vomit spiral. What did we do on the last episode? Well, it was, for a shorter episode, it was extremely busy. We saved Quill from dying, which I thought was pretty important. We built a hydrogen pump here. It needs more power for us to get to the next level. There's no doubt about that. In fact, power is probably our principal concern now. Now that we have this hydrogen generator actually pumping, it's doing its job. We don't even need it to be at the top there. It's not even that hydrogen dense down here. Hydrogen, well, how dense is it? Actually, there's like 2 kilos of hydrogen right there, so it's fairly dense. Maybe because it just gets pumped out right here. I mean, we could change it so the hydrogen vents all the way up and then gets dumped out here at this pump to generate more power for us. That's not a bad idea. But for today, we have bigger fish to fry, to be honest with you. Is Nick on a massage table? He's not. Oh, he is. Yeah. Nick, where you at, buddy? Stepping in contaminated water? How so, though? Okay, we're facing a considerable problem, in case you haven't noticed. Dan is in a bad place as far as stress goes as well. Nick, where you at, buddy? Am I losing my mind? There he is. He's eating. Okay. I mean, that is important, but you gotta get on the massage table, dude. Nick, what are you doing? Picking up dirt? For what? To feed it into the food maker. Nick, get on the massage table, my man. Oh, we're fucked. I'm keeping it on speed 1 for now because I am worried about death. Ruka, you don't need this anymore. At least you don't need it as much as Dan needs it, but... Okay, Nick, like, I guess we haven't prioritized these other massage tables yet. So if you get assigned to a massage table, you're using it immediately. Everything else is secondary. This water pump will no longer work because we're out of water, which means we need to pump as much contaminated water as possible, which means we need power. So the other thing we could do is just get this water over there. That's not that bad. Or we could rebuild the pipe slightly lower. What I think I'm actually going to do is build like... we don't want to build a tile there. I want to build like tile here. And then dig this out so we can get at least the extra water that's over here. We can get some of it. We're not going to get much, but could get some anyway. And the hydrogen... it's almost gone over here. I was really expecting like a bit of a bigger burst of power, to be honest with you. Alright, Nick's getting a massage. So that's fine there. What else is happening? We got 10,000 kilocalories. We're gonna keep queuing more. We're entering the water apocalypse that I warned of earlier. It is still occasionally pumping, because contaminated water is constantly being reworked to pump out of here, but we need power as well to keep this going. So at least the painting got done. Decor should be very, very slightly better. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills or something here. Okay, deconstruct that. And deconstruct this. We need to keep generating power. Like, power is a very, very serious problem right now. Mind you, putting this hydrogen up here is not going to change that too much. I think, at least. We could allow all this hydrogen to rise up. It's 58 degrees Celsius, oh my lord. Like, nearly boiling gas. At least very, very hot. We're entering a tough stage of this life cycle. Nick is not losing stress as fast as I would like, either. So you might be saying, why not move this gas pump higher? The problem is the same. We're going to have gas that doesn't make it out, right? Or, like, eventually we're going to pump out all the gas here. Why is this place so bad? Like, is that CO2 or hydrogen? It's CO2, okay. So we could put, like, some CO2 scrubbers down, but they use power. I almost feel like at this point, our next play is to take a duplicant and get another power wheel. Have 3 of our duplicants running for power at all times. But contaminated water is like a considerable problem right now as well. I'll tell you what, okay. I'm going to issue a dig order. And I'm going to put down some mess tables. Which I think stress has the potential to break this entire colony, basically. So that's going to be a real concern for us. You're overheated, but again, not by too much. Dan and Nick are stressed. It's fine. You gotta poop. Everybody poops. It's gotta happen. Somebody gonna come down here and make... They're unreachable. Well, there's one way around that. Deconstruct. We're only gonna get like another kilo or something of water out of this. By the way, you don't need to mop this. Yeah, you know what? Now that I look at it, this is so little water. It's like substantially... It's 100 times less than any one of these tiles. So that's not something we care about. We could reduce the pump. We could lower the pump. But I think that's, again, it's only a temporary solution. So, here we go. Furniture. Mess table. Duplicants will automatically... It requires duplicate assignment. It takes a lot to make a stew. How many duplicates? We got 7 duplicates. It's going to cost a lot of copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll put our 7th one there once we're done. So the idea is that this will reduce stress for us. And again, stress to me seems like the deal breaker right now. Nick is pretty pissed off. Yeah, I had a feeling this... Oh, it wasn't even Nick, it was Dan who's going to bust up this battery that has some charge in it right now. I wish you wouldn't do that. What's up with the oh, there's contaminated water. It's got to get mopped. I'm not suggesting we don't have bigger problems. Where's he going? Oh, he's getting more water. It doesn't really bother me that much, I suppose. Okay, okay. Well, we need to work this out, basically. What happens if we put clean water into the pipe that is supposed to carry dirty water and then carry it down to the filter? I actually have no idea. By the way, it's gonna get like mad carbon dioxide-y in here. Recall that carbon dioxide sinks. So I think that some gas permeable tiles will help out. We're gonna need some more food pretty soon as well. I mean, obviously this needs to be repaired. Nick's stress is still ridiculous. You know, you really actually need to take this stress out on a daily basis or we're fucked. We're just all gonna die. So, it's a little scary for me. Well, let's pause for a second. Let's go over the problems that we face right now. Stress is a major concern, and we've done something to hopefully sort it out. Or at least minimize it. We can make more decor as well in the future here. Just so that they're a little less pissed at all times. We also, in theory, I suppose, like, why not make floor lamps, you know? Add some lighting to our system here. Will it require more power? Yeah, probably, but on the bright side, you know, people are gonna... When it's bright, people are a little happier. Some light right there. You know, just give people a chance to be illuminated, at least in the locations where they're most likely to wanna be. I guess we could make ceiling lamps as well, which are a lot smaller. Ah, okay, so that there's actually, like, I feel like some decent recourse for something like that. It's mad overlapping right now, but still. Okay, somebody is eating at a mess table. This is a dream come true. Ruka's stress is only 35, Tomo's is only 32. So, Dan and Robert, you now get access to these. Just trying to keep people as happy as they can be for as long as possible. You might be saying, NL, NL, NL. Why not repair that battery? we're not powering it up anyway. You know, we don't have enough. Or we don't have enough juice getting created on a regular basis here. Occasionally, we're making a little hydrogen gas. Or we're making a little power out of hydrogen gas. Not very frequently, though, does that happen. Stressed. Nick, Dan, and Robert. Dan and Robert are now getting de-stressed. This is very important. Some of the gas permeable tiles are being made. Of course, it's going to make it hell on earth to live down here. Okay, what's our next problem? Water is threatening to basically, you know, get rid of all of the progress we've recently made. So how do we make more water? Well, one way is to have constant power, which has not worked for us yet. Oh, god damn it. Nick, what are you going to do here, buddy? They always go for the batteries, man. I mean, to be honest with you, we could just deconstruct both of these batteries. Yeah, whatever. Enjoy life. Okay, cycle 50 report. We made a bunch of oxygen. We did okay on kilocalories. Stress overall went up, unfortunately. But not to the point that it's necessarily horrible. Tomorrow, we're going to get another duplicant. Does that matter to us? It's a good question. At the very least, again, we've kept this colony going for a little longer than I would have expected. That doesn't mean that I'm content for it to just end here. We're going through like a power apocalypse right now. That's the principal problem. Well, we could build a coal generator. How much coal do we have right now? It's in consumable ore? 11,000 kilograms of coal. Where would a coal generator go? It's going to produce a lot of nasty air that's going to pump up this way. It's not great that my cat is blocking the production screen right now. Okay, where's power? There we go. Coal generator. Burns coal to produce electricity. I don't see another way out of this, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's start simple. I've got to tile this up. And then we need to make a manual airlock. And then we're going to put down a coal generator right here. And then I don't think it really matters if we have batteries next to it. But we definitely need electrical wire. Just hook it into the grid like so. And it might not be the worst thing in the world, although I don't know if we're going to be able to make it to this point where we put like a storage compactor close by that only stores coal. You guys really having breathing trouble? Like, it seems better than it used to be. So, we also want to use less water if possible. So, you know what? Like, I feel like we can probably get rid of, like, this algae terrarium. Not yet. Nick, you still breaking stuff? No, he's eating. Okay, that's fine. Okay, who's high on stress? Nick, Dan, and Robert. Robert is in there. Quill's running, which is very nice of him. I appreciate that. Look at all that exposed wiring. Like, HGTV is loving us right now. Good job. The decor here is horrible, by the way. But at least you can eat without dying of asphyxiation, at least temporarily. It's not like there's much oxygen coming up this way anyway. We are producing at least a little water on a daily basis. Did you hear that sound? That actually scared the shit out of me. It was like, wow! Sorry, Ruka, I didn't mean to frighten you. Okay, so like these, they're growing slowly because they oftentimes get overheated, but what are you doing down here? You're probably grabbing... I don't know what you're doing down here. You're just beating... What?! Not the thermoregulator, Nick. Not the thermoregulator. Just get on the massage table. We're gonna have to slay this man. This thing has to be repaired, like, immediately. Because the thermoregulator is what allows all of our plants ever to grow, so... Oh, no kidding. A duplicant has broken a building. Yes, repair this, please. Okay, this all comes down to power. Sincerely. I know I say that over and over. It all comes down to blank. It all comes down to blank. In this case, though, it really all does come down to power. Like, if we can just go long enough here while staying alive, we could produce a lot of power out of this coal. Feed it straight into the grid and live like kings. And thanks to the manual airlock, it shouldn't totally fuck up our life. But I'm assuming it's going to produce contaminated air. But I guess we'll find out as time goes on here. Okay, the wires have got to get built. You might say, why waste time building the storage compactor? Well, because it takes approximately negative 1 million seconds. So again, barely, like, living long enough to, or barely generating enough power to keep the base running when Quill runs on this thing, but it's got to be done. We don't have much meal lice that we can harvest right now. And no, wait, nobody's cooking except for Robert and Quill, right? So somebody else has got to cook. Who's low on stress? Austin? Nah, you got to run, dude. I don't think he's running right now. Ruka, you can cook. You're at 0, but so is, like, everybody else. So Dan cannot perform this task. I was going to say, get used to that being on the screen, apparently. All right. This coal generator. It's not organic. Consumable ore. Coal. Go for it. It's gonna take some time, but again, we're going on these, like, these snipe hunts, basically, to try to figure out what the most important thing for our colony is. We're actually, like, sort of moving backwards, because we, all of our work towards making, like, irrigation didn't really work. It's not really irrigation, but you know what I mean. Like, this little greenhouse section down here didn't really work. Because we don't have power to run the business anymore. It's gonna take forever to fix, but he'll figure it out in time. Similarly, like, we have power concerns. This manual airlock has taken 100 years to build, but we're getting there over time. I'm telling you, once this coal generator gets up, dude. 88. Nick is just gonna be permanently stressed, I suppose. So, like, you know, enjoy your life. I'm on speed 1, not just to buy us some time here, but also because we need this coal generator to get built. And it's being built. Okay. This thing needs coal. It's gonna take some time here, but it needs coal. Okay, there it is. It's being produced. It's gonna take 22,000 years. But once it's done, that's good. I wonder when the air pressure is going to get, like, ridiculous in here with all the pollution. We could open this manual airlock, but that's, even then, not going to solve too many problems, I feel. Quill and Austin, you guys are straight up doing the Lord's work. I'm begging you. Okay, I'm going up to speed 3 to try to see this thing get done before I, you know, expire myself. Once this happens, just store all the power in these batteries, dude. Everybody's running, just trying to get their lives. Power, dude. Oh, the floor lamps. Are they sucking up power? They might be. But it's also 76.9 degrees Celsius. Holy fuck. It's gonna get hot as hell in here. The coal generator's up, and a new duplicant is available. Dare we? I feel like food is not really that big of a concern, so if we can get, like, a good runner or something... Oh my god, there's no good runners. Get a good artist. You have no athleticism, so I'm actually gonna reject all. I want people who are gonna run on this fucking... this thing. That's the only purpose in your life here. So again, we're getting decor up. That's the whole reason we're building these floor lamps. And then here we go. This thing emitting just a buttload of carbon dioxide, which honestly we should, like, deconstruct, dig, and then construct gas-permeable tiles there. And maybe, like, at least we'll have some gas exchange. Doing okay on kilocalories, but, you know, just keep a couple of mush bars in production here. And then, power. People want my power, and they would like my station. Okay, do that, hook that up, take that, rewind it back. I sure got the shit that make your booty go smack. Wow, we have no power here. That's a little crazy to me. Finally, I know what you're saying, you know, like 40 episodes in here, you finally hooked up some fucking lights. You're not wrong, really. Here we go, it's pumping, it's pumping. The batteries! The batteries are filling while nobody runs. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Alright, sick. Again, briefly, we have staved off complete oblivion, although Dan is breaking a building. Would you break like a mess table or something? Who gives a shit, dude? Green jacket, gold jacket. Is this thing it's repaired? Okay, good. We actually completed research. Oh my god. And our med bay. Rejuvenator. Something with stress. Something to reduce our stress, please. Get this order out of here, man. Okay, cycle 51. Made calories, reduced stress. Lost a bunch of oxygen, but that's, I think, because we suffered so much from a power standpoint. So, oh, dude, let's look at this. Let's look at this, okay? We have a mostly breathable base. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop on this coal. Gonna have to hook. Oh my god, the wire. It's so far away. I'm hoping we can keep stress low with these lights here. So let's go back to speed 1. Nick is actually no longer, like, far and away the most stressed. So Dan's got this massage table. Honestly, Tomo, you should have the other one. This one's assigned to Robert, but you're doing, like, pretty well. Okay. So again, stress is a serious concern. But food is always a serious concern as well. So let's harvest. Yeah, I had a feeling Dan might start beating the shit out of that. Food is always a serious concern as well. And water is, it's made the list for sure. This coal generator, like, actually working is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Look, our base is, like, powered up. Now, are there things we, like, want to switch off at night? I mean, I suppose, like, there's no reason to have the lights on at night, but it's a relatively low use of our wattage. We do want the pumps to work at night. We're actually, like, we're getting more water. The problem is that it's also, you know, leading to this place being almost done here. So, we can now make insulated tiles. Reduces heat transfer between rooms. So we can make, I don't know, like a really warm room and a really hot room or something like that. Or a really warm room and a really cool room. We could sing the songs that remind us of the good times and or sing the songs that remind us of the best times. Okay, so, I mean, water, again, gonna be a concern. We probably got a couple in-game days before it becomes a real issue. I don't know if you guys need to focus on power as much as you used to be honest with you. Remember when I built this little trough to handle carbon dioxide? We still got a lot of CO2, by the way. There are CO2 scrubbers, right? Like, yeah, air scrubbers. Filters carbon dioxide and removes it from the air. So, to me, it makes the most sense to put this at the point in our base that has the most CO2. Although, maybe you want it right here, but seems to make sense to me to put it right here. And the idea is, it sucks up all the CO2 that falls down through these gas-permeable tiles. Probably gonna take some time to build, though. So we're digging out here because we want to be able to move this pump lower. And there's still, like, you know, a few thousand kilograms of oxygen that we can make use of there. Yeah, these are overheated because this thing's not pumping too well. And again, that's a semi-major problem. Wouldn't disagree with that for a split second. 81% stress on Nick again, who is doing what? Lashing out. Okay, sick. Much appreciated, buddy. Did you break? I thought you broke the pump or something. Nick, just get on the... You live your life on the massage table, okay? Now let me guess. Dan's coming down here to break the thermoregulator as well. I'm telling you, I am in the market for another duplicant right now. This is very important. Thank you, Ruka. I appreciate it. It is pretty necessary that you, like, dig as well. Dude, this is not the way that I would go, but more power to you, I guess. And stress is still coming up there, but the hope is that in time, this won't be that big of a deal. And again, we're killing algae terrariums on the regular here. Wherever we can. I want to keep the one at the bottom, because again, the air floats up. Like, the highest algae terrarium should be the one that we roast. Yeah, don't let too much carbon dioxide out here, please. In fact, at the risk of making our base look idiotic, I'm going to build another manual airlock there. Because it's just, you know, it's flooding our bedroom with coal fumes, basically. I would prefer to avoid those if at all possible. Okay, please, Dan, don't come down here and just break this building. I'll never forgive you. Just get on the massage table, dude. The decor is still horrible, but I'm feeling in time. It's all gonna come together. Please. So the coal generator, we have full batteries. What a life that we are living right now. Why not make more big batteries then? We were missing copper. Okay, well then just dig here. This is like... This has been a big priority for a long time now. And we're going to, again, like just deconstruct one algae terrarium. I'd love to get to the point where we're using 0 algae terrariums. You motherfucker. Why the thing that allows us to eat without using water? Like, that's all I want to know. Your whole life at this point is just to get in the fucking massage table and not complain. And yet here we are. Hey, Ruka. Any chance you could move your head ever so slightly? Cat, get into your box. I cannot see. You're so clingy today. Don't step on the hotkey for recording. I won't forgive you for several minutes. What does this say? It's like you need water to scrub the air as well? Well, it does have to be done. At least, like, the CO2 is becoming a big enough problem that I do think it's relevant. So this is dirty water. We want clean water to come in, right? And then what comes out? Dirty water, probably. Dirty water. Uh-huh. Think I really feel it. Well, that's easy enough. So, clean water comes in. Dirty. Dirty water comes out. Why would you ever use this? Oh my god. Okay, hear me out here. Plumbing. Liquid pipe. Sandstone liquid pipes. Clean water comes in. Boom. Dirty water comes out. Sick nasty. Okay, but we do need power. Also very easy, although we're running real low on the copper front. And I think that is going to do it for today's episode. So we're going to save this episode as the episode where Nick was a jerk. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.